Hi boys and girls, Miss Cohen here, and today we are going to learn how to make a bubble letter monster inspired by the amazing artwork of graphic designer Jose Arias. Can't wait to see what you make. Thanks for watching. Hi boys and girls, Miss Cohen here. Today we are going to learn how to draw bubble letter monsters. Now, to do this, you're going to need paper. It can be any paper, white paper, lined paper, construction paper, doesn't matter. Eraser, and a pencil. If you would like to use markers, you can. If you'd like to use colored pencils or maybe crayons, that's fine, but all you really need is a paper and pencil. You're going to start with a letter of your choice. It could be the letter of your first name, the letter of your last name, or any other letter. I'm going to start with the letter T, which is the letter of my first name, and I'm going to draw it really lightly, really big. So that means I'm not pressing too hard with my pencil, and that's important because we need to be able to erase this. Now, the steps that I'm going to show you work for any letter in the alphabet, the steps to turn it into a bubble letter. So once I've got my first letter drawn, I'm just going to outline it with some nice curved lines. If I'm doing block letters, they're going to be straight lines with corners, but I'm doing a bubble letter. Again, I'm still drawing pretty lightly. Now I'm going to erase this inside line here. Don't need it anymore. Now you can stop here if you want your monster to have like a smooth skin or maybe some smooth fur. If you want it to look a little bit more furry, you're going to add a type of zigzag line going all the way around one more time. This one can be a little bit darker. You can press a little bit harder because we're not going to be erasing this. Now I'm still going to keep the bottom smooth because that's going to be where my foot is. I'm still drawing this kind of spiky looking fur all the way around. Okay, now I can erase that bubble letter that I drew, and I have the shape of my monster's body. Now we get to add all of those extra features and details that is really going to make this look like a monster and not just a furry letter. So that could be eyes, it could be a nose, it could be a mouth, it could be horns, tails, wings, teeth, claws, tentacles, antenna. You name it, you can add it. I'm just going to show you how to add 4 different types of monster features. Now I'm going to be using this guide. I'm also going to post it in our Google Classroom, so don't worry, you'll be able to use this later. We already did the body, so you can see in this example I did it with an A. And actually, you know what? I'm going to pause and show you how to do a couple more letters that I know are really popular with first names. So let's do an A. Okay. I draw my letter. I do an outline, curvy lines. Now, if I've got something like an A or an R, a P, a B, an O, something like that, I need to also do a little blob for the inside of that letter. I'm going to erase my original letter. And again, I can stop here or I can add that furry line. And then erase. All right, let's practice with a couple more letters. I'm just going to do these really quickly, and I'm not going to show the furry line. I'm just going to do basic bubble letter. Could do M. See, it's the same steps. Maybe J. Maybe, how about a K? A lot of us have K names. R. The R is like that A. I've also got to do a little blob on the inside. Maybe a C. Maybe S. And how about one more? How about an E? Some of us have E names. If I didn't do your letter and you're still kind of unclear on how to write your letter, just send me a little note and I can help you out, okay? All right, let's go back to our monster. Okay, we're gonna be adding some features. We're gonna start with the eyes. Now I could do 1, 2, even 3 eyes. If you're feeling crazy, you wanna add 4, 5, 6 eyes, up to you. I'm gonna do 2 eyes. So I'm gonna start with, I can do a line on the bottom of the eye or a line on the top. I'm gonna do on the top. So 2 kind of curved lines, drawing half a circle underneath. And then I'm gonna add another curved line on the inside, and these can be going kind of in different directions. Make my monster look a little bit crazy. I'm gonna add a little circle, and that's where the light is hitting my monster's eyes. It's called the highlight. And I can color that in, but I'm gonna wait to color that in with some actual colors. Let's move on to the mouth. I could have open or closed mouth. It could be smiling or frowning. I could do lips or no lips. I can have different shaped teeth or different numbers of teeth. There are so many different ways you can draw this mouth. I'm gonna do a smile. I think no lips. And I'm gonna do some triangle teeth pointing up and a triangle tooth in the middle pointing down. Okay, next let's add some horns. Okay, almost all of those monsters in the example that we looked at had horns. Now you could do 1 horn right in the middle like a unicorn. You could do a horn on either side. You could do many horns. Again, it's up to you. I'm gonna do 2 horns on the side. I'm just using curved lines to draw those. Next, you can add texture or pattern to your horns. So I think I'm gonna do polka dots on one, and maybe I want the other horn to be bumpy. So I'm gonna do lots of little C's. Okay. Our last step is to add any extras. It could be a mohawk, pigtails, pom-poms, antenna, glasses, a bow, anything else you could even think of. Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit of some toenails first, I think. Like an elephant, sort of. And I'm gonna add some antenna. These could be any kind of fancy antenna you like. I'm gonna add spirals to mine. And I think I'm gonna stop there. I decided to outline my monster with marker and then add some color. I use color pencils. You could also use crayons or markers, or you can leave it just black and white or just pencil. Totally up to you. I can't wait to see your monsters.